Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your August 20th until the 30th of 2019. It's a general and love reading. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. I hope that you all got through, the first part of August in an okay way. We've been going through a lot of partnership, relationship things are going on for a lot of people. Um, there's a lot of karma going around as well, and that's of course because we've got the South Node, Pluto, and Saturn um, in Capricorn all together there. So I'd like to say first of all, happy birthday to Virgo, since we're moving into Virgo season very soon. Today is the 19th of September, 19th of August 2019. So August season starts from the 23rd of August, and therefore I just wanted to speak to you for a couple of minutes in relation to a couple of the things that are very important in the astrology. So I will have at the bottom, if you're not interested at all in what's happening with the astrology, you can go straight on to the tarot. So what's very important is that it's still Leo season. And, with Leo season, it's been like all systems go. It's the sun being in Leo, Mars in Leo, Venus in Leo, Mercury has moved into Leo. And I just want to point out that we had a full moon in Aquarius on the 15th of August, and Aquarius has got to do with friendships. It's also the income house, but it's got a lot to do with social groups and associations, friendship, wishes and dreams. So something culminated around that time. Now Aquarius is all about the future. You've obviously had some sort of I can call it an awakening. Why? Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus, which has actually turned retrograde on the 11th. So I don't know what's happened for you. I'd love to hear your comments. What happened for you on or around the 11th? The 11th of August was a very important time because we had Jupiter turning direct. We had Uranus turning retrograde, Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is amazing. It's its rulership. It turned direct, which is amazing. On the 11th, we also had Mercury moving into Leo. So, a lot of Leo energies. So the full moon obviously was in the sign opposite Leo, which is Aquarius. The full moon was on the 15th. So on the 18th, Mars entered Virgo, and I'm using past tense because that was yesterday. So Mars into Virgo says that we've got to get all that work done. Virgo is all about looking at the finer details. We've got the energy of Mars to do that. So it's work, work, work time. Plus Mars is the energy. It's also the passion to do the work, to get the work done. So on the 21st, we're having Venus entering Virgo. So that's in about 3 days. Venus is not so strong in Virgo, but nevertheless, Venus is love, money, projects, whatever we're dealing with. It's in the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo is the 6th house of work, health, and Virgo is all about health. So having Venus there, I think we're going to be doing a lot of things to make ourselves more either healthy inside or out. Venus is beauty. Anything to do with like beautifying ourselves. It's a beautiful time. Like Venus is, she's moving forward. She's healthy there. So that's beautiful to have. And the party's starting to grow in the sign of Virgo. Now, the sun, as I said, enters Virgo on the 23rd, which is 2 days after Venus ingresses into Virgo, and then 2 days later on the 23rd, the sun moves into Virgo. So That's why I'm saying happy birthday, Virgo. It's Virgo's solar return. Beautiful things coming in always on our birthday. Now, Mercury, which rules Virgo, enters Virgo on the 29th of August. Beautiful, very strong communication. Anything to do with also, Mercury is also commerce, it's business. So we've got the energy of Mars, we've got Mercury, which is strong communication. And all in Virgo, with the Sun in Virgo, it's got a lot to do with sixth house matters. So, as I said, it's our daily routine, it's our health. You know, even the Sun is our vitality. So we're all going to be feeling, we're going to have the energy to push forth and look at our health, look at our well-being, as well as, you know, anything to do with business, work, commerce is going to be very healthy. Communication will be amazing. Now, the day after, on the 30th, the new moon in Virgo, okay, this is a new moon, it's a wild card, it's blessings. That's why around our birthday, especially with our new moon in the sign which has its birthday, which is Virgo, this is incredible. So make your wishes around the 30th of August, maybe even a couple of days after that, because when you can actually see the moon in the sky, the new moon cusp, that's the time to send your intentions out, your wishes to the divine. So that's the astrology. What I want to say, which is very, very important as well, is that we are going to have a meeting. So in about 5.5 days, Venus and Mars, which are the lovers of the zodiac, will be conjunct. So this is very important in relationships. This is being very loved up, Venus and Mars together. They do work well together. It's all about, you know, if you know anything about mythology, Venus was married to another god. So Venus was Aphrodite, obviously, and she was married to another god, but she actually had an affair with Mars. So they're the lovers of the zodiac. So it's a time when, you know, when these two meet, and it happens once every couple of years. So it's really, really special. But not only that, after that we're going to be having beautiful trines, very lovely energies from Uranus in Taurus trining over to Virgo. Okay, so Uranus will be meeting up with Venus. Mars will be meeting up with Uranus as well in positive aspects. And also the Sun will be trining Uranus, and this is amazing. You know, we've got beautiful things coming in. Jupiter's moving direct. It's a wonderful time. It really, really is. And there's going to be a wonderful earthy grand trine happening as well. So that is a very positive vibe. Now, I won't go into details for a lot of you because many of you are not interested in that. All I'm saying is that the energies are very positive. Okay, so I will leave you with that. And I will go on to the tarot now. Thank you for listening to me. Hello, dear Taurus. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is your reading for the 20th until the 30th of August 2019. General and love reading. I'm doing a Celtic cross. Hope that you're all doing very, very well. We're coming into Virgo season now. There are beautiful energies, beautiful trines, which are positive, positive energies from the planets to your sign. You are hosting Uranus, and Uranus is trining over to Mars, Venus, and the Sun. Trines are very positive aspects, so we're looking forward to that. What is going to surprise us? What will be surprising for us, because Venus is your ruler. Venus and Uranus joining together in a trine. That's a very positive, unexpected windfall of money. Could be anything to do with love. Anything that is of value to you can suddenly change and come in. So, dear Taurus, all these, Mars, Venus, and the Sun are all in beautiful, positive energies to your sign. So, the Moon is ready to move into Taurus as well. So, the Moon loves being in Taurus. You guys are going to be feeling all loved up, I reckon. Let's look at your reading. Now, I'm going to say that, of course, Uranus joining with Mars can be quite scary, especially if it's in a square. Now, it's in a trine, so that's the positive note on that. Let's take the now position. And you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Your challenge, dear Taurus, is the Five of Wands. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. In your foundation, you have the Ace of Cups. In the recent past, 10 of Pentacles. Crowning your reading is the Queen of Cups. In the near future, you have the High Priest, which is your energy. In the position of you is the Star. What is around you is the Ten of Swords. Wow. You've obviously closed the door on something. Let's look at your hopes and fears. Is the Karma card. You're hoping for a new chance. And the outcome is the Five of Cups. I love the Five of Cups. I don't mind it because there's always those two cups that are standing. Okay? And of course, this is like a card of growth because it's saying let go of the past and focus on the future, dear Taurus. What's at the bottom? You're getting to the end. 2 tens you have. 10 of Wands, getting to your final destination, but it's been a burden, obviously. This does break down to the Ace. Beneath that is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is travel. Some of you may travel for work. Some of you are hoping to travel to go and visit someone. You're taking that staff, that wand, which is very creative. Some of you are working in a very creative career and maybe you travel a lot. But also, this is a knight and knights take action. Now, the Knight of Wands is usually the player, but it doesn't mean that you are going to be the player forever. Some of you are ready to settle down. Some of you are coming to the stage of wanting to commit. That's what I see here. You may even be, because this is like Sagittarian energy to me. It's like Sagittarius. You've also got Sag. Could you be dealing with someone who's at a distance? I suppose so. Let's look at beneath that. And we have the King of Swords, which I feel is your energy, for sure. The Queen of Cups is your partner, I feel. The King of Swords, some of you may have strong Aquarius in your chart. More than likely Aquarius, because we have the Star here. So the King of Swords is someone who speaks their truth. Now, what I've noticed in the Witch's Tarot is that he's wearing that silver armor. Okay, stainless steel, whatever it is, it's an armor. So he's protecting his heart. He's protecting himself. Others of you may have been dealing with legal issues. Let's see what's beneath the King of Swords. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. So some of you may have been dealing with two different people. You've been in a juggling act or trying to make a decision. Let's look at your love life first with the Romance Angels. Now you do have the Temperance card, which is a card of healing. It's your spirit guides and your angels. They're working something out on your behalf. And of course, with the divine trying to work things out for you, in the background, the divine and spirit are not going to give you the blessings unless everyone is in place. I see it as very much like a chess game where everyone has got to be in a certain position before you can make it to the end, before you can win over a situation. That's what Temperance is for me. Let's look at your love life, Taurus. And you've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That's what you've realized. I love this card. It's such a beautiful energy. I feel as though some of you may have closed the door on someone, or maybe even in the distant past, because this is around you, and it's the Ten of Swords, which says that you've come to some sort of a completion. Your challenge is the Five of Wands, to get out of an imbalance. Maybe there were arguments. Maybe you were not on the same page. In the Witch's Tarot, it's full of dragons here. It's much more frightening than the normal Five of Wands. So this is like, sorry about that interruption. I was saying that you need to get over your inner demons and don't look at the glass half empty rather than half full. If you are dealing with a love relationship, true love is knocking at your door. Are you going to open it, Taurus? That's the question. So let's take one more card. I was going to take one, but I thought, okay, well, I had to interrupt, and I thought, okay, I can't take that card now because you need to see me shuffling. So let's take another card. Maybe that was not the right message anyway. So you've got let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Some of you are obviously trying to control a situation, maybe trying to draw in the right person, but letting go of control. And this could also be speaking about the person that you were dealing with, that you've closed the door on. Maybe they were trying to control you. But you know, with the eclipses, this is the card of karma in your hopes and fears. With eclipses, if you haven't been able to, if you weren't able to close that door, then the eclipse is, you know, it's saying that the karma card, I should say, is saying that it's time for a rebirth. It's time that you can be given a second chance. Do not fear the changes that the divine is bringing you. That's exactly what it's saying. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got you deserve love. You are lovable. So, as I was saying, with this card here, some of you maybe with this Queen of Cups, which I don't think is someone that you've been dealing with, because she's who's on your mind. She's what you want to manifest. She's what you want to have in your life. The Queen of Cups is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And she's very loving, nurturing. She's very intuitive as well. She looks into her cup and she knows. So she has a deep knowing. She's here. She's obviously here. And with the Ace of Cups, I feel that you already know this person. I feel that this is someone not new. Why? Because the Ace of Cups is in the area of your home, your stability. Okay, now Temperance does speak of patience, but it's also Sagittarian energy, which can speak of, you know, Sagittarius is spirituality. It's foreign places and people. It's your beliefs, maybe even with the High Priest. Some of your childhood, some of you may have been conditioned from childhood to think in a certain way, and I feel that that is what your challenge is to release yourself from those inner demons, your childhood conditioning, what you've known. Okay, and some of you may even be in different religions. You may have different belief systems as well as your religions. Okay, and I do feel that there is distance. We've also got Aquarius here, which is that star in the distance. It's social media. This is communication through social media. This is like Aquarius. Aquarius is the future. And Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus, which is sitting in your sign, and it will be there for about 7 years. So a lot of Taurian people are going to break down those molds break down those conditioning, those boundaries that have been holding you back, and you're going for what you believe, what your beliefs are all about. And this is a wish card. This is also a card of healing. So I feel that this Queen of Cups is someone that is in your heart. Okay? Now, in the recent past, we've got the card of family, 10 of Pentacles. This is either money, business, or family. Now, I don't know why, but I feel that there's been some sort of interference through family, through business. Maybe business got in the way, maybe family got in the way, and it's all about time and patience. That's what the Temperance card says here. And not only that, as I said, everyone has got to be in position before the divine can give you this alchemy that is being worked out on your behalf. So in the near future, I think that Taurus is taking the next step into commitment. Okay, this could also be a contract, a new contract where work is concerned. And it does hold promise for a lot of money. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, but that could also mean that you've completed some sort of project and you're starting something new, because it does turn into the Ace if we're talking about business. So in your environment, 10 of Swords, which can mean that in relation to business, you may have suffered some losses with your last project. Others of you have suffered losses from a past relationship. But this is the worst that it can be. Like, that's it. Another 10 turns into an Ace. Another Ace. Ace of Swords. Clarity. Successful new beginning. Cutting that last string that is holding you together with the past. Cutting that umbilical cord. Some of you, those of you that are single, may even be flying the coop, like moving away from home. Maybe you feel that because of the five of Wands, you've got the family card here. We've got the High Priest, which can be, you live under my roof, says the hierarchy, the father, the grandfather, whoever is the person in charge in your place. And they say, these are my rules, you abide by them, or see you later. And I feel that there are many changes, completion points. 1, 2, you had the 10 of Wands as well. So in actual fact, dear Taurus, you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Wands. Now, if that's not a restart in your life, what is? Here, you've been given a second chance. Don't fear it. Don't fear that. Just go with it. And as you see here, another 5, it's an imbalance. You're focusing on the past, but the past, leave it where it is. That's what is true for you. And the true love is the first card that fell out. This is the romance of a lifetime. Whether you've realized it or not, it's coming back to life. Okay, so I'm going to take more cards now for you. I did look underneath, yes. As I said, you're showing up as the King of Swords. So some of you are dealing with legalities. You're probably crying financial loss here. If this is a divorce that you're going through, yes. Once upon a time there was a celebration now, or even maybe there was even gossip circulating around you. But there is another agreement here. Let's take the Temperance and the 5 of Wands. So you've got 3 5s, dear Taurus. That's the devil energy. There's so much karma going around. This karma card has showed up for a few signs. The karma is Pluto, South Node, and Saturn in Capricorn. Still, we're dealing with that. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the 5, another 5, which 4 5s now equal 20. That's judgment calling. That's your second chance. So yes, This is the end of feeling left out in the cold. This is the end of the disagreements. The Five of Wands and Five of Pentacles, both together, equal a 10. Let's look at that Ace of Cups. You're both feeling left out in the cold, but you're both moving into commitment. And it's got a lot to do with religion, your philosophies, your ideas, your vision of the future, your vision of the world. Let's see what that Ace of Cups is, dear Taurus. And we've got the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is obviously moving from darker days to lighter days. You're moving, okay? Because, you know, the Ace of Cups can be the beginning of something that is going to make you very happy. But sometimes we say, even with the Ace of Cups, because I don't read reversals, I'm not reading them for the general readings anyway. In private, I do. With the Ace of Cups being here, sometimes if you haven't been happy, then with the person that you were dealing with in your home area, you were filling up your own cup. But the Six of Swords is moving straight into that star. Let's look at the Queen of Cups first. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is the sign of Libra. It's the energy of balance. And again, it's giving and receiving equally. Now, I'm going to say that this Queen of Cups, whoever this is for you, there's someone who's very generous. Could it be that this Queen of Cups is also dealing with legalities? Because we could be talking about child support. We could be talking about even an inheritance, subjects around inheritance, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles, and you've also got the Six of Pentacles. Now, I don't know if there's been a just, let's say, split here, because I'm not reading reversals, but what I feel, because it's Libra. Libra is the other people. There is communication back and forth. Maybe this Queen of Cups is someone who deals with other people. Someone who can be quite, as I said, intuitive. Could be someone who works in the metaphysical realm. Could be, oops, oh wow, I was going to take another card here, and here it is. Could be someone who is there for the needy, someone who helps the people that are less fortunate in whatever way that speaks to you. Now, on the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Emperor. So, yes, now the Emperor can mean stability, but it can also mean very Saturnian, strong obligations, strong commitments, strong responsibilities, heavy responsibilities around family. Now, as I said, this could be the opening of a will. For some of you, this Emperor may be someone who has passed on. For others of you, this could be a boss. And for others of you, this is you taking charge of the family business, the family money. You're becoming the Emperor. And the Emperor is a number 4. He's very stable. Let's look at this Hierophant. And we've got the Temperance again. It's all about being patient. It's all about waiting for the right time for that to happen. When is the right time? You're going to ask me, when is the right time? Here we've got a 5. We end with a 5 so far. So this could be even 5 months. For some of you, it could be 5 weeks. That those Two of Cups will be noticed. They will be accepted. They will be in the picture. So let's look at the Star card. And we've got the High Priestess. And I knew we were going to get the High Priestess. Why? Because we've got the High Priest here. We have got the High Priest. And now we've got the High Priestess. So this is a very strong spiritual bond. The Queen of Cups is also the High Priestess. Could be either the High Priestess or the Hierophant. They're both the same. There is a strong energy of religion, of also telepathy here. The High Priestess is someone who holds secrets, right? Someone who holds secrets, someone who holds back. They do not speak about their emotions. They don't speak about what they know. Now, the High Priestess is Virgo Piscean axis. Some people say it's Pisces. She does have the new moon at her feet, and we're having a new moon in Virgo on the 30th of August. So that will be interesting. Look at the 30th of August for some of you. Some news is coming through that was unknown. Something that will make you very happy. So let's take on this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, which turns into the Ace. What's circling around Taurus, dear Spirit? What is it? What's this Ten of Swords all about? And there is a death. There is death and transformation. Obviously, there is something that is transforming, something that is changing. Some of you, it could be one or two people dealing with having lost someone. And I feel that it would probably be this Emperor. Now, it doesn't mean that necessarily it's happened now. For some of you, it's in the past. But the death and the transformation, the change here is that you are becoming the Emperor. You are taking on heavy responsibilities where money is concerned, where business, where family is concerned. But you're also ready to take the next step and become the Emperor, become the father. Some of you may already be a father, but you're committing. It's a time of commitment, and that's the transformation here. Pluto is very strong here. And of course, Taurus, this is your 7th house, because Scorpio is your 7th house. Let's take another card, and we've got the Hierophant. Look at that. That is incredible. That's the transformation. There is a commitment here. For those of you that were in a restrictive energy and being told by the person in charge what to do, whether this is business, whether this is family, this is even relationship, you're not going to put up with that. You've got Uranus in your sign. Let's look at the karma. I feel that for a lot of you, the transformation is the Hierophant, which is commitment. So there is a change. There is a change in a commitment in your life, whatever commitment this is. Let's look at the karma card. And you've got the Three of Swords. Wow. So much coming up. So much that is coming up. So closing the door on something that was painful for you. You're being given a second chance. That's what the karma card is. You know that I feel that the Three of Swords is in the past. Let me take another card, because you've been working through karma, and that cannot be easy for anyone. For all of us, actually, it's been very karmic. Let's see. And you've got the Eight of Cups. So moving away from heartbreak. And we've got the eclipse moon here as well. So I'm going to say that the month of July and August were very, very important for you, Taurus. Big changes. Let me take one more card on that Eight of Cups. And you've got the World. There we go. Completion. Successful completion. Some of you are traveling. You're changing your home. You're moving away from your home. You're completing this cycle, and you are being reborn from the beginning. Let's look at the Five of Cups. And we've got movement. Flight, travel, communication through social media. You know, the World is a successful completion of a karmic cycle. You had the karma card. It's over with. It's over with. And some of you may be flying to a distant land, maybe wanting to visit someone, maybe wanting to visit your love friends that you've been communicating with. Let's take another card. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which is beautiful. Successful new beginning. And this is obviously what you deserve. You deserve love. So, oh wow, what's underneath? Codependency, you see? You were in a codependent relationship, whether it was love, business, or family, or even friendship. Beneath that is love yourself first. That's what you started to do, because you saw that you were dealing with someone that was, you had a leech. Someone was sucking your blood. So let's take some Sibillas. Someone was sucking the life out of you, and they could have been sucking your finances, your kindness, being used and abused. That's what I feel. Let's look at the Ten of Swords, the Death card, and the Hierophant. No wonder you've got Temperance twice. You need healing. You've been through the mill. We've got Amore, little Cupid. We've got La Matrice, which is like the Queen of Wands, someone who is quite sexual, quite the female, very, very feminine. Here we've got the Domestico, and the Domestico is someone who is supposedly helping you. He's a number 11, so this is a very karmic energy here, I feel. And, you know, the Domestico is supposed to be someone that's close to you and around you, helping and aiding you. And I find it very strange that we've got the La Matrice and the Domestico facing each other. So that there's a couple of meanings here. That there's been something going on behind the scenes. That's why you felt backstabbed. Yeah. And another meaning to these cards is that the apple of your desire is the Queen of, the Queen of Wands, which is here. The Queen, nevertheless, the sexual, the magnetic Queen. But you, let's say you are this person, then there's issues of trust between the two. But you don't need to. What you've got is the Gran Consolazione, which is the highest and best card in the deck. So you have everything that you desire, and you need to trust in that. You need to trust people with your heart. I feel that there are trust issues. It's the Plutonian energy that we're working with right now. People are thinking that everyone is deceptive, and fear controls our mind, and we see everyone in the shadow way, in their shadow way. Anyway, we've got L'Amante here, a number 11. So a dark number 11 and a light number 11. We've got the romantic here, the Romeo who's serenading his Juliet. Here we've got the Vecchia Signora, which can be an elderly, but it's also a visitor. Viaggio, visitor. Someone's coming in. And who's coming in? Donna Maritata, the mother with the children, the Empress. Whatever the case, we've got here, we've got a couple and we've got a mother. So the mother could be, let's say the mother or the grandmother, could be someone who is who you could be confiding in or being advised by, but it can also be all about timing, because it's a situation that has matured. Okay, you've taken the time to make the decision. The Donna Maritata is the Empress. This is who is here for you. And if we look at her as just an energy, then you're collecting the harvest. She's very abundant. She's very nurturing, very loving, very mother-like material. let's take one more. And we've got the deliriousness, which is delirante. Past silly actions, but this is also you're so happy that you're delirious. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which does it. Nine of Pentacles again is Virgo. Here we've got the Hanging Man, 12, which again is Pisces, but it's all about sacrifice. Okay, all about sacrifice. I do feel that the Queen of Cups is the same person as the Donna Maritata. And we've got the spiritual bond. There it is. Ace of Wands. There is someone is popping the question. These two people communicate telepathically and they're on the road to success. Why? Because they're going for what they've always desired. And here we've got the Merchant. So even if we're talking about business, there is a commitment where business is concerned, a new contract. You're trusting your intuition that this is it. There is transformation though. It's a 13. Again, we've got Scorpio. Dear Taurus, Scorpio, putting a lot of thought into this. Being lost, but the transformation is happening. It is happening. What I'd like to do is, I would like to take on the King of Swords, which I said is your energy, and on the Queen of Cups, which is probably your partner that you've known for some time, with my handwritten cards. Let's see. Now I'm going to take one on each. Hope it resonates for you. If not, just take what resonates and leave the rest. King of Swords, what's the message? What is he saying? We've got two cards. I might as well take them. There's two. And we have one day we may meet again somewhere in time. And then it says, open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. Okay, so I don't actually know how they resonate for you. One day we may meet again somewhere in time. This obviously says that this King of Swords, at this time, he's on his own. But open your heart and talk truthfully to me. He could be saying that to you, or I feel that you may be saying that to him. Whichever way it goes, I'm going to let you take it as it resonates for you. Let's look at the Queen. Queen of Cups. What is she thinking? I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. That's funny. That's crazy. Why? Because this La Matrice, she's into that energy. So that's quite a twist. But you've got two aces here, dear Taurus. Two aces. You've got the 9 and then you've got two aces. What I'd like to do is, because I took 2 on the King of Swords, I'm going to take one more on the Queen of Cups. And we've got, why did you leave me? How could you? How could you? What went wrong? So obviously, yeah. So she wants you like crazy. And why did you leave her? How could you? What went wrong? So obviously saying that this Queen of Cups is in the dark about what's going on with you, dear Taurus, because I feel that you are the King of Swords. Anyway, dear people, I'd like to thank you so much for being here, for sharing your time with me, sending you lots of love, dear Taurus. All the best, and I will talk to you very soon. My love to all of you.